Well, hello, I'm Chad Earhart, and I hope we become more and more acquainted. I'm a professional coach, trainer, and speaker that loves helping people and organizations just like you move forward towards their goals and their dreams. I want to show you why it is so important to dream, to not give up on your dreams. Our world has gotten so cynical that no one believes that they can accomplish their dreams anymore. At one time, I believed the same way. Life has a way of knocking the stuffing right out of you, if you know what I mean. Someday, I'll share with you my story, but for now, let me just share with you about an investment company. It was my investment company. I took a lot of money from retirement. I was excited to invest in real estate. And there are a couple of reasons why I think this did not work for me, but one reason I failed is because I was so naive. I was ripped off by pretty much every group in the industry, the construction foreman, the banker, the renters, the neighbors, and then of course the last straw was the economy. I lost my shirt on that deal, as well as eventually 4 houses, and I tried to accomplish what I thought was my dream. I now realize it wasn't a dream, but rather a goal towards my dream. But after getting beat up by the world pretty good, I started wondering if dreams are just for the super smart or the crooks, or maybe just the really lucky. I now don't believe that. I think anyone can actually accomplish their dream. Yes, even you. I went to Florida to a conference to credential with John Maxwell, a leadership guru. He has written over 100 books on leadership and helping people. He's sold tens of millions of copies, and he's trained leaders all over the world. And I was with John and some of the top people in the world who train trainers to help people move forward towards their dreams. I spent a week gaining hundreds of insights, amazing quotes, and if you know anything about John Maxwell, you know he is a quote Wikipedia. And at the end of that week, I reviewed all my learning, and I wrote down all of the quotes that I could remember. And then I remember wrapping up those insights into just one sentence. Now, before I tell you what that insight was, let me give you a few statistics. Forbes magazine said recently that 65% of workers say that they would rather have a better boss than a raise. And who doesn't want a raise? 83% of individuals say they do not trust their boss to tell them the truth. Is that not sad? And then I read several other statistics that said that very few people accomplish their dream job that they wanted as kids. They say somewhere between 6 and 30%. I guess I'm not the only person who's thought about settling, or even worse, I'm afraid that a lot of people have just completely given up on their dreams. So many people keep going back to work day after day in situations where they are merely just surviving, not prevailing. And I asked someone the other day, "How are you today?" And they responded, "Living the dream." And I said, I hope that's true. I hope they really are living their dream. But I said, "Really?" Because in my gut, it sounded like they were just being very sarcastic. By the way, what was the quote that wrapped up that wonderful long conference that I went to? Here it is. "It is sad to me that most people have chosen to accept their lives rather than to lead their lives. Most have chosen to settle. They have chosen to hope more in the lottery than in tried and true investments and work ethic. They've given up thinking that they can ever get out of their present circumstances and that it's too hard to care." Why do I want you and me to dream? Because I have read and met hundreds of people who have learned to think differently, to choose differently, and to move towards success, to learn from the journey, and then to achieve great things. I am not saying that it's easy. I'm not selling a get-rich-quick solution. Anything good and worthwhile is a push uphill. We don't coast to success. It requires effort, but dreams are possible. When a gold medalist is standing on the podium to get his or her medal, they don't think, "How did I get here? This is amazing. I have no idea how this happened." No, a gold medalist can tell you exactly what they did to accomplish their dream. Dreams still happen every day, and there are so many benefits to having a dream. A dream gives hope. You remember Martin Luther King Jr.? "I have a dream," and that dream inspired people to have a dream of a different color America, and it kept hope alive for many people who could have just given up. A dream keeps your passion bucket full. Recently, I listened to Bill Hybels, the founder of the Global Leadership Summit, who asked 300,000 leaders, what fills up your leadership bucket? And he said two things: connecting with what stirs up your injustices, or have a dream. And then thirdly, a dream improves you as a person, and it usually improves others along the way. A dream is not just about the dream, it's about the journey and the adventure and growth that occurs along the way. Start following your dream, and you begin to learn things that you didn't know. I could go on and on about benefits to dreams, but I hope that that's enough to challenge you to consider dreaming if you have stopped. I happen to be a person of faith. I'm not trying to cram anything down your throat. I'm just saying it as a fact about me. But if you are a person of faith, I'll leave you with this thought. We're told that with God, all things are possible. I think your dream is possible with an all-sufficient creator of the universe by your side. Yet I used to believe things about God that limited my beliefs, and later I found were not true. For some reason, I thought they were in the Bible, but they weren't. Things like cleanliness is next to godliness. I grew up in an immaculate house. I can never remember my house not being spotless, and we had 4 kids at our house. That twisted my way of thinking a little bit. It sounded true, and I think it is even a good value, but it isn't really in the Bible. I later found out the reason my mom cleans so much was because she has a personality that is detail-oriented, and because she was abused as a child, and this was her way of gaining back control. Another one. Money is the root of all evil. I thought that I wasn't to have money and that there was something wrong with people who did. The Bible says the love of money is the root of evil, but not money. You see what I'm saying? We can believe things that we think are true, but aren't. If it's been a while, I hope you consider getting your dreams back out, dusting them off, and looking at them. One of the individuals who went through one of my dream groups recently started writing a book 30 years ago. He's now focused on moving forward towards his dream again. I realize that a few of you may not have a dream. That's sad to me, but I think it is possible. If that's you, I hope you listen to my next video, and I'm going to show you how to discover your dream. Until next time, live free.